A very good morning here from Nandi Airport. And if you haven't watched my last segment, I'll just quickly summarize what today's flight is all about. So I was supposed to be on the 350-900, but they did an equipment swap. So today we are flying the A330-300, and I had an upgrade bid success. So I'll be flying the business class. I believe it's a 2-2 configuration. So I guess we'll get on board and see what it is like. I should go in and get checked in. Let's see what the experience is like. Hopefully I have lounge access as well, given that this is an upgrade bid and not a full fare. So I haven't had any breakfast, so hopefully they will give me lounge access and I'll be able to show you the lounge as well. So let's go checked in and let's see what the business class experience is all about. Now, while Fiji Airways offers dedicated business class checked-in, there were 2 desks available which took around 10 minutes to get done as there was some issue with the passenger in front of me. So I've just passed through customs and immigrations pretty quick. They have a fast track for business class passengers, and I do have lounge access as well, so I'm just gonna head over to the lounge, which is right down here, and have some breakfast and then head on our way on board. As you can see, the Fiji Airways lounge is located in the basement of the terminal, which is not the best given there is a lack of sunlight. The reception staff delivered a rather inconsistent service. She was being very nice to the passenger in front of me and behind me, but when I was the one being served, she did not say a single word to greet me, which I find to be particularly odd given that she was delivering a fairly standard service to the others. Was it a racial bias, or she just assumed I may be young and dumb? Who knows? The lounge itself is a good size, but with a number of departures all around the same time, there was no vacant seats available and I had to go around twice to find a seat, which was also the same case for the other passengers. In terms of the food options, it was fairly average with a couple of hot meals, a cold section, cereals, bakery, and 2 juice options, which they could do better across the range. For almost $100 per visit for the walk-in price, I would definitely not recommend it, but if you have priority pass and you have a long waiting period, then it might be worth considering, but do be aware that it does get fairly crowded at times. I should be boarding the flight about now, but we just got an announcement that the flight has been delayed. So they haven't updated the flight time yet, so I'm not sure how long this delay is going to take. But yeah, it's not looking very promising. So not off of a good start this morning here. When I was checking in, she was asking me like, oh, are you okay with the aisle seat? And initially it didn't click on my mind, so I was like, yeah, that's okay. And then I was like, wait, aisle seat, hold on. I was like, that's not right, because I selected a window seat. So I was like, right, hold on. I think I have selected a window seat. And then she checked and she said, oh yeah, there is a window seat available. So she said she'll put me back to the window seat. So it's very weird, like several of my flights, they have changed my seat and they have changed the aircraft type. It's just a bit of a mess, isn't it? Like they just keep changing things around. Like at least if you want to change my seats, at least change it to the same thing. Like, okay, move me back to a row or the row in front. Just keep me in the same window seat or whatever. Even if, say, you have to move me to an aisle seat, like at least once a window seat is open up, like move me back, you know. But that's not the case. They just like leave me yeah, they just left me hanging there. So luckily I caught that, and I was able to change back to the window seats. Hello, 4K.
4 kilo.
Thank you.
How are you today?
Yeah, good. How are you?
Very well.
Now, instead of mocking myself for butchering the word bula, which I can definitely say, let's quickly look at the seat. This is the flagship business class product on all Fiji Airways Airbus A330. As I've mentioned in my intro, I was supposed to be on the Airbus 350, which features their brand new business class, and I was hoping to review that for you. But they have swapped it to this aircraft, and it is still a relevant product given that they will still be flying for the next few years. We'll see how well it is doing and whether you should spend your extra moolah. Alright, good morning and welcome on board Fiji Airways Airbus A330-300 bound for Auckland. So this is the business class product, and firstly I just want to talk about the crew. They are very friendly. We had a great welcome on board, and we have a departure drink, a choice of OJ or champagne. So I've opted for the OJ. It's a little bit early for alcohol, so went for the healthy choice. So cheers to that. Yeah, and when we were settling to our seats with our baggage, the crew did ask whether they can assist with like the baggage and that sort of thing. So yeah, very good first impression. So while we are here, let's quickly have a look at the seats. So we have the IFE entertainment in front of us, a very big screen, as you can see. Yeah, it's a sizable screen, and I believe it is it a touch screen? Maybe not. Okay. Anyway, we have got a coat hook over here, and then we have headphones over there, and then bottle holder over there. I'm not very sure what those are. And then we have got some pockets over here. And then we have Fiji water that's been given ready on the seat. And then some more storage down there. On the side, we have got AC power, USB-A power socket. And then on the right side, we have the control for the IFE, and then the seat controls, which is over here. And obviously the table is going to be over here. And on the seat, we have a blanket ready for us, and a pretty sizable pillow, as you can see. It's quite big, so it's nice and comfortable. So yeah, we are just waiting for the rest of the aircraft to embark, and we are getting the hot towels as well. Thank you. It's nice and steaming, and it has yeah, there's some sort of a fragrance. I can't tell what it is, but it smells nice. and very warm. The lounge is really cold for some reason. So it's nice that the aircraft is a little bit more cozy. So yeah, we are just waiting for departure. And let's quickly go through the food menu as well. So we have been given a food menu on board. So let's have a quick look. So we have some alcohol selections. We have got a champagne, 2 white wines, 2 red wines, and yeah, that's all the alcohol. Oh, they have spirit, beer, liquor as well. For the non-alcoholic, they have water, juice, soft drinks, tea and coffee, and hot chocolate. And then for the breakfast, they have a fruit bowl for the starter, and then for the main, they have cheese omelette, coconut pancake, or a pea and potato curry. And then for the bakery, they have a croissant, pain au chocolat, or the multigrain roll. So I'm not sure because I've pre-ordered a vegetarian Jane meal, so I might get a separate meal. Although they do have a vegetarian option here, so I'm not sure if I'll be getting the same the coconut pancake since that's vegetarian. Yes, it is. So I guess we'll see when the meal service starts, whether I get the thing on the menu or they do a separate one for me.
Time to familiarize yourself with your nearest exit, remembering that it might be behind you.
Can't find the plug. Oh, it's a weird place.
Yeah, it's very weird place, yeah.
The headset is noise cancelling, so it does a decent job, I would say. It's probably not like the most high-end headphones out there, but I mean, for a trip like a short, medium flight, it does the job. Even for a long flight, it's still comfortable enough. So I would say it's still a good headphone that they here for the business class passengers. So new service has just arrived. Let me pause my movie over here. Alright, so let's see what we have here. We have some sort of like a pancake with, I'm not sure what that is. We've got a bread roll, some fruits, butter, and not too sure what that sauce is. And then we've got some salt and pepper over here. I think so. It looks very odd, but anyway, the presentation looks decent. Let's see how it tastes. This thing is very weird. I have absolutely no clue what it is. That's a jet. So I guess I can spread that over the wafer. I hope that actually tastes good. So I'm gonna experiment and make this a good meal. That is much nicer. I'm gonna spread out some of the stuff. But I'm still not a big fan of this yellowy thing. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm not a big fan of it. I just got kind of a panel chocolate thing. It's like a mini size panel chocolate. So that's from the bakery section. Yeah, I'm going to finish this meal and then I'll come back to you when I'm about to recline the seat. Alright, now we are gonna put the seat flat and see how comfortable it is. So there's a button here. So let's go all the way flat. I'm not sure if this is an angled bed or a fully flat bed. But I guess we will be able to tell soon enough. The leg room is not very good. And it's a little bit awkward. So I think this is as flat as it goes. It's kind of like an angled bed. And there's not a lot of room on my foot. So I'll just show you through my phone. I'm not sure if you can see, but like even my shoes couldn't go up, so my feet have to like go sideways. So I guess I have to take off my shoes to actually, well, I mean, still with even barefoot, I think it's still a little bit tight. It's definitely not very ideal. Yeah, I mean for a short flight it's probably okay, but for a longer flight, I think they do put kind of like a mattress topper on top. But yeah, the foot is very narrow, but the height is very short. So what happened is that your feet just have very little movement, and that's not very comfortable at all. So I'm gonna come back up because that is not ideal. And yeah, as I'm coming back up, the foot actually kind of raised up. So now my foot is almost like 80 degrees to the side, which is nice. Yeah, anyway, I don't know, I find that it's a little bit weird, this bed. I guess I'll have to actually test out like when they actually put like the mattress topper and then the taking off the shoes and everything to actually see like how comfortable it is. But just like initial impression, it just doesn't feel very it just doesn't feel like too comfortable to be in. I just need to adjust the leg area again because my leg is just not getting enough room. That's just the problem here. And I think that if they can just remove the storage and then kind of raise the bottom up a little bit, maybe like another I don't know, that much, I think that would be way more comfortable. But with the amount of room that's available and this bed, how it kind of like slides to the flat mode, it just makes it very awkward. And also with this product, given that it's a 222 configuration, you have no privacy, as you can see. So you're basically kind of like right next to your neighbor and sitting with a stranger. You kind of like have no divider at all. So that's another issue. So I think for like a short flight, like say from Fiji to say Australia to New Zealand, it's okay because it's only like a 3-hour flight. But if you're flying like this product to say to Asia, to the America, I think it's not the best product. It's not ideal. Unless you are traveling as a couple, then I think it might still be tolerable. But as it stands, I don't think that it is it's definitely outdated in terms of the hard product. And I think that there are definitely better ones out there that you can go on for the maybe paying a little bit more. I know that Qantas, they do quite a bit of sale, but obviously I'm not as familiar with business class prices, so they might vary more. And with the kind of like the upgrade bidding process could be different as well. So I feel like if it's cheap enough, it's definitely a decent enough product to be flying on. If you are not paying a lot, but if you are paying like quite a hefty amount, which is similar to other airlines who can offer a more superior hard product, then I think that at least for a longer haul flight, it would be definitely something to consider on, choosing a different airline rather than this one, given that I just don't see this product being very comfortable for a longer flight. Unless you are able to get on the Airbus A350, then your experience will definitely be a lot better. But yeah, if you are getting on the A330, then it's not there. But in terms of service, in terms of food offering, the soft product side is very good. But yeah, just the hard product is a shame that it's not there. But I do read that somewhere that Fiji Airways is planning to upgrade their fleet. So maybe some years in the future, we would, be getting newer fleets, the 350s, maybe the Dreamliner, depending on which one they go for. And then from there, we would be able to experience like the new generations of the business class product, or at least the same one as they have right now on their A350.
For the toilet amenities, they provide hand wash, hand sanitizer, and a body lotion. It was bright and clean, which is as good as it can be expected for this sort of shorter flights.
That's about it. The food was good, the service was good. It's just a shame that on a flatbed mode, this one is not quite there. But yeah, for a short flight, if you can just like keep it angled, it's still a very comfortable seat to be on. Obviously got a lot more space, plenty of leg room if you don't go flat. So yeah, it's a product that I can recommend for a short-ish medium flight. I think anything under like 5 hours is tolerable. If you are going for say like 8, 9 or anything more than like 10 hours, then yeah, it's not a product that I would necessarily recommend, unless, like I said, you are able to get it for a very cheap price. Then you're not paying the full price for the experience. Hence, you can kind of see it as a compromise. But yeah, definitely for a full price, I would not recommend it for a long sector. But even for a short sector, I think it's still an okay product to pay for full price. Just depending on what your expectation is. So yeah, that's all I have for this segment of the flight, and we are also concluding the entire Fiji Airways review.
So what's my conclusion after taking 4 flights with them? If you haven't watched the last 2 parts, make sure to also go check them out after this video. I would say that the biggest issues I have with Fiji Airways is the equipment changes and the seat changes, which occurred on multiple flights. The catering could also be improved upon, especially for the VGMO, as I find that for the majority of my flights they were on a scale of average to not eatable. The old aircraft and IFE system for the Asian routes are much to be desired. Those new A350s can't come soon enough to replace the aging A330s. Service-wise was slightly above average for economy class, while for this business class flight, I find the staff to be professional and friendly. But for the lounge, situation is not desirable. The A330 business class seats are lacking privacy along with poor design choices and tight footwell space. I wouldn't be paying full price to fly this product, but if you are able to bid for the upgrade at a low rate, it may still be worth it for the additional comfort and space. Go check out my new blog for this flight review and other reviews, some of which I have not yet released at the time of making this video, so make sure to subscribe over there as well to be updated for new post updates, and you can get more benefits by subscribing to my Patreon. Link will be in the description along with my blog and socials. I'll catch you in the next video.